love, fam. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Monte, the one and only, yours truly. All of us are special, so you should feel the same way I feel about myself. Not in an arrogant way, but in a loving way, understanding that I got a lot to learn, a lot to do, but I'm in love with myself, even with all the flaws that I have, because I'm trying to correct those flaws. So we're all special, guys. Once we become in tune or connected to the essence of our beings, we really truly start to realize what special gifts that we have and those things that we can bring out and give to the world. So we're all special, guys, not just me, not just that next person. All of us are special. It's our ability to connect with the essence that's going to allow us to bring that out, and it's going to allow us to do the things that we need to do to truly become satisfied with our being, and not satisfied in a way that we are satisfied when we stop doing what we need to do. We're satisfied that we're headed in the right direction on that journey, doing positive things, bringing positive things to people. Today we want to talk about detoxing. We want to talk about weight loss. We want to talk about longevity. We want to talk about fasting. We want to talk about a few things. Also, I'll be leaving in the description a link to Dr. Sebi's website because we're going to talk about his specific detox briefly, but more or less we want to deal with how the body and why the body needs to be detoxed if you're struggling to lose weight. Again, weight loss is essentially our abilities to burn, our body's ability to burn fat, our body's ability to remove the fat stored cells and eliminate them from the body and utilize the energy that we need to utilize for that day without consuming more food or more calories, more foods than we're burning off, basically. At the end of the day, most people, if you're able to have a calorie deficiency in terms of eating less calories than you're burning off, then you're going to have the ability to lose the fat. But a lot of people are not able to accomplish this because it's a little bit more deeper than just calories in and calories out. You may be losing weight, but you may not be losing fat because you may still be carrying weight within the midsection. I'm going through this situation myself right now as far as trying to lose the weight and slim down and bring myself back to that state of being in top shape. Again, I have a lot of issues health-wise that has hindered me from being able to accomplish those things at this point, but I am headed back in the right direction. I started back working out yesterday. Again, it's nothing like working out when I wasn't being under such detrimental type health conditions that I'm recovering from. I am recovering, but at the same time, so the workout's not the same as it was 6-7 years ago, but the fact that I'm able to work out again after all this time is something that's a beautiful thing, and it's going to help me to recover fully. All right, so let's get into what it is we want to talk about. We want to talk about how environmental toxins really affect our ability to lose fat. What happens is when our body is exposed to environmental toxins, those toxins are sent to the liver. The liver is what many individuals call the project manager. It determines what it is that the body would eliminate and what has to be stored because the body is unable to eliminate that at that time. So when the body or the liver is being overtaxed with toxins that are truly detrimental to the body, the liver sends out fat cells to wrap those toxins up in order for those toxins to be stored because the liver is unable to eliminate those toxins because it's being overworked. Again, toxins can come from the very things that we utilize to make our lives a lot easier. The soaps, the deodorants, the toothpastes, the dishwashing liquid, our clothes, the detergent, the pillows, the couch, the pretty much anything that we come in contact with nowadays has chemicals that are toxic to the body. So that's why you also have to be aware of buying cleaning supplies that don't have chemicals that are detrimental to the body. I know it costs a little bit more to buy the legitimate non-toxic, non-chemical type products, but it's only a few dollars more when you look at it, and it's worth way more in terms of your health when it comes down to it. So that's something that you want to be aware of. So what happens is, again, the liver is unable to eliminate the toxins from the body in that sense. So it stores the toxins in fat cells, and again, that adds on to the weight or the inability to lose that weight, because the body has a hard time of breaking down fat, what they call fat soluble cells, meaning that the body doesn't eliminate those cells. That cell has to be broken down into what they call a water soluble form. And what happens is, and the best way to go about doing that, or almost the only way to go about doing that, is to be able to detox the body. Utilizing the detox, meaning that you eat cleaner, meaning that you may want to go on a juice fast for a day or two, and you want to utilize things. If you are eating food, you want to utilize green leafy vegetables, or you want to utilize foods that are green and orange in the vegetable kingdom, as well as a few fruits. Also, the body requires for you to have vitamin C. So you want to make sure you're getting a good source of vitamin C. Again, I prefer to try to utilize all organic sources, because you know that at least it is expected that these things are free of the toxins that the body is having problems eliminating. So we definitely need to understand how to detox. One a detox that I've utilized for myself, and now that I have Sharon utilizing it in a small capacity, is the Dr. Sebi Small Cleanse Detox. Again, that has like three components to it, as far as the cell food that you would be getting from Dr. Sebi's. It costs like $250. It is expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. But also there's another cheaper way to go about doing it, which is, again, I hate that I don't have that over here with me because Sharon is utilizing it. It's the detox that we use, the liver cleanse detox that we use for Sharon, which was scoped and cleansed. Again, I get Sharon to send me a picture of that. We got that from our local store, but I'm sure you can get that online somewhere as well. And that really went a long way to benefit. But the way to detox is not only to clean up your eating, but you also want to try to fast for a while without drinking the juice. If you are able to fast, you want to start out with like a 12-hour fast and then incorporate your juice drinking. Again, I utilize, in my last video I showed you guys, I utilize a green juice from Wholefoods. It's organic. It costs about $5 in my area. I utilize that on a daily basis to take my herbs, and it works as a daily cleanse with the herbs that I'm doing. So another way to produce a cleanse for the body is to utilize the dandelion. I utilize dandelion powder, and I showed this in my previous video yesterday. I utilize milk thistle. I utilize a tablespoon of the oregano, and I utilize a tablespoon of the black walnut. The black walnut, again, it works in conjunction with taking out candida yeast overgrowth. Many of us suffer from the yeast overgrowth. So that's something that I think any individual that is dealing with a lot of weight, especially in the midsection, I'm pretty sure that they're suffering with the yeast overgrowth, and they're definitely dealing with the fat soluble cells in the system that are not being broken down. So what happens with the fat soluble cells, when they're broken down into water soluble cells, the body is able to eliminate the toxins. But the key to being able to eliminate the toxins is the body must have the nutrition that is being fed in order so that it can function properly in order to remove the rest of those toxins. So it definitely still needs to have certain nutrition that carries the beta carotene is one of the nutritional components. The foods that are high in beta carotene, green leafy vegetables, the orange, bright orange type vegetables, as well as carrots. I'm not a big fan of carrots due to the fact that they're definitely, in terms of Dr. Sebi, a starchy food. So that's something that we want to be aware of coming from Dr. Sebi's point. But other herbalists like Barbara O'Neill and I think Kareem, I don't know for sure for Cycles of Life if he's on the same page with the carrots as Dr. Sebi's, but I know that Barbara O'Neill, she's not on the same page with Dr. Sebi. That's neither here nor there. Again, overall, they agree more than they disagree, and that's where I come in the middle at, and then I go from there, take the information that I need to take, and then move it on to something different. So basically with that green drink, you would mix the teaspoon of the dandelion, the teaspoon of the milk thistle, the teaspoon of the oregano, teaspoon of the black walnut. You mix it into that green drink. I shake it up real well, and then I take that. So you probably want to do this more so in the evening if you're not working from home. Because again, it will move you. It won't move you in a way where it's not a natural bowel movement, where it's like a laxative. It won't do that. But it will have you wanting or needing to go. So you definitely need to have access to whatever restroom that you need about 3 to 4 times, because it's going to move you, all right? Again, you can do it if you're working first shift. You can do it once you get off work and you know that you don't have a whole lot of things that you got to do outside the house. You don't have to stay in the house, because again, it's not going to just explode on you like a laxative. But again, it definitely will start to move you. So you want to monitor, especially that first day. And this is the one that I'm doing. Now with the sculpt and cleanse that Sharon did earlier, the first day was powerful. Then every day after that, we modified what it was that she's doing. Therefore, it moved her, but it didn't move her in a way where she couldn't get out and about and then enjoy her day still. But it still was moving her, and she needed it. All right. With the Dr. Sebi's cleanse, again, we are basically just modifying that cleanse because we have been in the cleansing stage for about 3 weeks. And that's about as long as you want to stay in the cleansing stage if it's moving the body 3 to 6 times a day. Then you want to start to scale it back so it can move the body only 3 times a day, or as often as you're eating. Again, if you're eating 3 times a day, then you should be eliminating 3 times a day. The body is not consuming all those nutrients and utilizing those things. If it's not consuming it and utilizing all of it, either it's excreting it from the body or it's storing it as fat, and you don't want that, all right? So again, you want to be moving regularly if you're eating regularly, as the case may be. Also, we'll talk about what we need to do in order to nourish the body. A simple way to do this is to utilize, again, that Celtic salt that I was talking to you guys about. I get that from Wholefoods, or you can use pink Himalayan salt. That has 82 of the minerals that the body needs. So when you're detoxing, the body is eliminating a lot of the toxins, but as well as it's going to eliminate some of the minerals. So you want to utilize that. What I do is when I wake up in the morning, I take a pinch of it, put it on my tongue, allow it to dissolve, and then I drink my water. At noon, I try to do it again, and then at night, I try to do it again. So you want to consume a lot of water as well with the detox. Again, if your body has enough water, it allows the body to break down those fat-soluble cells into water-soluble cells and eliminate the toxins from the body. Also, fasting. Fasting, again, not fasting in the sense of you drinking juice, not the juice fast, even though that's a part of the fasting early on, But fasting daily, period, 12 to 20 hours, anywhere in between that, gives your body a chance to also rebuild itself, and it's great for longevity. The amount of activity it takes to break down and metabolize this food causes a effect on the longevity of the body. So if we're not consuming as much food, the longevity of our being is likely to be greater, absent any type of accident or incident that takes our lives that is unexpected. But longevity, again, is tied to the amount of work that our system is doing as it regards metabolizing food. Metabolizing food always creates free radicals within the body, and free radicals are damaging to the system. So you want to minimize the amount of free radicals that are loose in the body, therefore eating less calories or eating less frequently. Meaning fasting goes a long way for the longevity of the body and the natural health of the body. And fasting also goes a long way in allowing the body to regulate insulin, making the body more insulin sensitive. So those of you who are battling with insulin resistance, that's another thing that goes into the play of trying to correct that imbalance within the body. Fasting also raises what they call HGH, human growth hormone levels, naturally, and these levels are called cell repairs. So it allows the body cells to rebuild themselves. Also, fasting is great for what they call autophagy, meaning that the body eats all of the dead cells that are in the body and utilizes those cells for energy and reproduces those cells in the form of proteins in the body. The body's structure is pretty much protein dominant, and the body has the ability to make certain proteins and utilize those dead cells instead of them being waste and killing the body or attacking other cells. The body eats those cells up and then redistributed them out into something that is positive. It's a lot going on with inside this system, and it's a beautiful thing. So again, with the weight loss journey, you definitely want to focus in on detoxing first. It don't have to be first, but detoxing along the way. If you can start out detoxing, that's a beautiful thing. It definitely will help jumpstart the fat loss, and to sustain that fat loss and that weight loss, and to move into a higher state of health, you're going to want to definitely include some exercise regimens in. Only 10 minutes a day for those of you who can't stomach exercising. 10 minutes a day doing specific regimented workouts would definitely help you along your way and along your journey. But the most important part is definitely going to be the nutrition. It's going to be the detoxing, and it's going to be understanding what foods to eat and what foods to eliminate or to reduce. All right. So you definitely want to get more knowledgeable about what it is that you're doing. Also know that medication, and I'm not telling you to get off your medication, but any medication, any type of birth control, anything that alters the system affects the metabolism of the system and also causes a problem within the system in various ways. You cannot stop the natural functioning of the system or alter the system with unnatural or chemical products and not have an ill effect on the body. It may not be immediate, but in the long term, it would definitely rear its ugly head. So again, weight loss, the key to weight loss, or one key to weight loss, is going to be able to detox correctly. The other key is to, again, replenish the body with the nourishment. Also, another great nourish or mineral something that replenishes the minerals within the body is that bromide powder plus from Dr. Seamoss as well, and that says it's to have 92 or 102 of the 109 minerals that the body needs. So that bromide powder plus, I utilize that in a smoothie as well, along with the Celtic salt. These two things are great for the body's replenishing the body with the minerals that you're gonna likely lose when you're on a detox. So it's a two-part process. Again, if you want more information and if you're interested in possibly going through my 3-month program, that's great. If not, again, I leave links in the bottom to where you can purchase these products. With the 3-month program that I'm offering, I will coach you through 3 months of basically teaching you how to become a healthier you. Therefore, after you're done with me, you need not worry about what it is you need to do. You have the knowledge, you have the information, and you have the understanding of how to correct your own system. All right, guys. Again, I thank you for joining me. I hope that you continue to move in the right direction as I do as well. Another thing before I leave, I actually take a herbal supplement for blood pressure because I deal with that issue, and it's called blood pressure support. All right. This is another one. I get this from my local herb shop, but I'm pretty sure you can get it from, you can buy it online as well. My eyesight in these lights, I can't really read what is on it in order to tell you where you could get it from, but it's called Blue Bonnet. It's called Blue Bonnet. So Google that. I'm utilizing that, and it seems to be helping. It has in it magnesium, hawthorn berry, it has hibiscus, it has CoQ10. This is great for the energy. So again, it's a herbal biotonic type of a supplement. So it's been great, and it cost me $22. It's worth it though. Again, peace and love, fam. Thanks for joining me. You are the key to your own success. Others may have issues, others may try to stop you, but at the end of the day, let's be strong enough to push through whatever obstacles that we have. Let's utilize strategic ways in order to move forward. Thank you for listening to me. Peace and love, fam. Peace. All right, guys, welcome back, fam. Again, this is a little simple routine that you can do for yourself, guys. What we have is a curl. We have a half curl. You see my client is curling 5 times. That's all the way down, halfway up. That means it's always down, halfway up to the chest. He'll do that 5 times, then he'll go all the way up 1 time. So it's 5 halves, 1 full curl. Then it'll be 6 half curls, 1 full curl. So you want to work this up to 10, guys. So 5 and 1, 6 halves, 1 full, 7 halves, 1 full, 8 halves, 1 full, 9 halves, 1 full, 10 halves, 1 full, and that's your workout, guys. That's a hell of a bicep workout. Take advantage of it, guys. Please support, please share. Peace, love. Have a beautiful day, family. Remember, you are special. Peace.